So pride is pretty complex, and it's something that, on one hand, it can fuel our ambition and drive our creativity and give us the confidence that we think we need to take risks and do things like that. Um, Pride, I think, in one way, if you look at it, pride is being overconfident. I think pride is. So confidence is a good thing. It's good to be confident. It's kind of good to be it's good to know what you're doing or what you're capable of or just having a confidence in yourself. That's always good. But if you go too far, I think that's where pride steps in. Um, so pride can lead us into arrogance and being closed-minded, isolating ourselves. I think pride is a it's something where there's a fine line between confidence and pride. So when we go too far, we can be seen as prideful, and you don't want to go that far with it. So as I reflect on my own life, I've come to realize that pride can be a double-edged sword. So um, I've found myself in situations where I've taken it too far, and it's hurt me instead of helped me. So today, I would just want to explore how impacting how the impact of pride can be on our lives. It can impact our relationships, our self-perception. It can overall, affect our overall well-being. So we just have to be careful when we look at it. When we look at confidence or pride, you know, what are we good at? How far can we go with it? Um, how can we kind of bring ourselves back and be humble about things while at the same time being confident and knowing who we are and what we can accomplish, what we can do. Um, so one of the main things that pride can affect is our personal relationships. When we're too proud to listen, when we're too proud to apologize, I think that's one thing that we go too far in sometimes is we let our emotions kind of control or dictate our lives, dictate how we think and how we act. Because, one thing, if you believe in something enough, you're going to take action in that thing. Um, and so it's important to understand first where you come from, what you believe in, and then you know you have to root you have to ground yourself. So being able to admit your mistakes is one thing that I think a lot of people struggle with. Me and myself included. It's easy, especially when you think about relationships. You think about your spouse mostly. That's the first thing that comes to mind usually in a relationship mindset. So being able to admit that we're wrong to our spouse is I know that's something I struggle with. I'm sure a lot of people struggle with being wrong, um, and admitting that to your spouse and to open up and admit that mistake. It's easy to push people away when you can't admit your own faults. And I think we do that not knowing that we do that sometimes. So it's something that you have to kind of be conscious about and make an effort to do. Go out of your way to have an open mind. So the negative things about pride is you come across as unapproachable sometimes or unteachable, and a lot of times even unlikable. So no, nobody wants to be around somebody that always thinks they're right, um, always has an opinion, a strong opinion on something, and somebody in your life that you can't tell them anything. They're unteachable. You can't bring up something without them having a very strong opinion about it. And sometimes they may be right. So, but you know, when you know you are right. It like I said, it's a fine line between that confidence of being right and then being proud about it. So sometimes it's knowing when to be quiet about things, knowing when to shut up, basically. So being proud, it can keep you from forming better relationships and better connections with people. So we have to just be careful about being too proud, or even if you know what you're talking about, or you know it all, or you think you know it all, sometimes it's good to just be quiet and listen to what other people have to say about that, because there may be something that they have to say that could open your mind in a different way, or let you think about things that you didn't look at before, in a way that you didn't see it before. Um, Listening is always a good trait to have. So if you can listen to other people and listen to their ideas and their thoughts and their views on things, that can help you to, even if you don't agree with it, see where they're coming from, and see, um, you know, different different views that people have. Different. Try to be empathetic. Maybe they experience something that you haven't experienced, so it's a good way to open up your mind to think in a way that's different. For it really helps you to see how you can help others too, because by connecting with those other people in a way where you're listening and you're understanding where they're coming from, it can also open them up to maybe seeing things from your point of view. So just taking a second to listen and hear them out, that can actually help you to help them in a way. So, we don't want to miss those opportunities. If we have opportunities to show others, if you know you're right on something, you don't have to pound it into somebody else, because that's just going to shut them down and not help them to see the true side that you're trying to explain to them too. So, being humble is definitely, it's hard to do, but it's something that can help you, and um, help you to help others, and being more vulnerable. It's a better way to grow a connection with somebody, and it's a better way to help somebody in the end. So, you know, being always the know-it-all is not the right way to go about things. Um, so anyways, pride can be helpful in a way, if you don't go too far with it. If you don't, it's good to be confident about something, and to understand why you have a belief in something, but it's also a good way to show others, uh, your humility is a good way to show others that you care about what they think, and helping them. Anyways, I hope this has helped in a way. I think this is day 13 of my video challenge, so, or is it 14? I don't know. I'm starting to lose track. But anyways, hope you got some value out of this. If not, that's okay too. Just ignore me if I'm not doing a good job. That's fine. I'll figure it out someday. I'll talk to you later.